Sometimes y'all be taking a dreadhead that got no soul. Y'all love y'all homeboys because they keep it real with y'all and because they're so real. But if your female friend would have said the same exact thing to you, stop dating your type.
Let's catch a flight, change the weather, and I promise forever.
Hey everybody, I'm back with another video, and today I'm gonna be clocking y'all tea. I'm gonna be clocking my tea also, so don't think I'm just like pouncing people. Guilty. But yeah, there's just so much stuff like in my life that I be hearing very frequently, and I just don't agree with it, and I just think it's a whole bunch of like and also like on social media, especially TikTok, ban TikTok again, I don't care, but on TikTok especially, I see that it's just become so prevalent in like, especially like my peers and like just society. Like, bro, so much weird stuff is getting justified these days, so much weird stuff is getting normalized these days, and I'm sorry, I'm not for it. I'm always gonna be one that don't care. Y'all just gonna have to hate me because I'm gonna say it, I don't care. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about unpopular opinions, hot takes today. You know, like, subscribe, and let's just get on into the video. Girl, I got my little notes right here. Also, we're gonna be making a part 2 of this video, and it's gonna be about spiritual unpopular opinions. So if you want to watch that video too. So the first unpopular opinion I got is the entire "well, that's just how I am" is a miserable and pathetic mindset to have, and it's mostly a mindset used to justify you being a terrible person. It's not just how you are, you're just a terrible person who's unwilling to change. Like, let's be real. And y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about stuff that people genuinely can't change about themselves, like people just being really anxious and having really bad social anxiety. I'm talking about like terrible people who do terrible things and are like very inconsiderate to others, very grimy to others, just horrible people, and they excuse it with, "well, that's just how I am, like I just can't change." You're choosing to be that way. At some point, it's you choosing to be that way. That's not just how you are. You're a terrible person who's unwilling to change for people because those aren't the people that you're willing to change for. Let's be real. Also, example, like relationships, situationships, stuff like that. When y'all be getting into it with a man and he's like, "well, you just deserve better. You should go find somebody better." Why can't you just be better? Like, I'm asking for the bare minimum. Like, "that's just how I am" is just an excuse to keep on being a terrible person and never have to hold yourself accountable, and it's just a way to never be held accountable. Like, it's just a poor excuse to be a shitty human being, and I'm sorry, but I will die on that hill. I don't care. The second one, my favorite one, the TikTok girlie's gonna eat me up for this, but I don't care. The entire "I don't have female friends. I don't have female friends because they're all drama. I don't have female friends because I just bond with boys better." It's not a flex. You're a pick-me, and you're the problem. You're the problem, babe. You are, and you know that too. Like, this is something I have been so sick of ever since I was even like younger, like in high school, middle school. Like, the main people, I'm gonna break this down to y'all in many different ways because I'm passionate about this topic. Number one, being somebody who's like pretty, like, you know, has different like morals than a lot of people. I love my homegirls down. Being a girl that has other girlfriends is something that you could never replace or trade off with anything. A homeboy could never be a homegirl ever. I don't care what y'all say. My homegirls, like, one thing about having a relationship, a platonic friendship with another girl, it's something deeper than you could ever know, because y'all can bond over a lot of things, a lot of experiences, shared experiences within society, within yourselves, within everything. Like, y'all can talk about relationships personally. Y'all can talk about a lot of experiences in life that you would never be able to talk about with a homeboy, or nonetheless like be able to have that shared experience or that shared like understanding of that topic. Like, you're never going to have that deep level of understanding from a homeboy that you could from a homegirl. Number two, my homegirls have a level of like consideration for me that homeboys could never have. Homegirls have a level of like compassion and just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a level of like, they really understand you and they're really just soft and flexible with you that men could never have. Number three, having homegirls is fun. I don't care what y'all say. Like, having homegirls is tea. Having those little hangouts, having those little brunches, having those little everything. Like, it's so tea to have good female friends. Like, that's something that you could never replace with anything, especially not a man. And I'm not one of those people that I hate men. Girl, no. Y'all know I might love men a little too much. I'm editing once again. I just wanted to like make this clear because I'm watching this back and it looks like I just called myself a hoe. I do not get around with men. I do not. What I meant by I love men a little too much is that there's just this one man I'm still stuck on, and I shouldn't be stuck on him because he did me so horribly wrong, but I loved him so much, and I'm such a lover girl that I literally cannot put my head over my heart. My heart is over my head. That's what I meant by I love men too much, because I let them walk all over me and treat me like shit and do me dirty and fucking have me cry for myself. But that's just something that is never replaced, number one. Number two, every single time I encounter a girl that's like, I don't have female friends, they're too much drama, I don't have female friends, like I always end up like in a situation with them. If you go and look at every situation that they've been in with having like female interactions and female friends, they're always the problem in those situations every single time. The reason, so you're telling me you have fell out with every single girl that you've been friends with, and you're not looking internally and like, ooh, wait, ooh, let's be real. Another thing, I don't understand, like, being somebody that's had homeboys and homegirls, I also know that it's just internalized misogyny, because these girls will be like, girls are too much drama for me. As somebody who has had homeboys, and I know that you girls out there that have homeboys too can, you know, verify this. Men are some of the messiest human beings in the world. They might be messier than women. I'm not gonna lie. They might be. Them male group chats be crazy. That male drama be crazy. The way that they talk about your demographic, like you a girl, and the way that they talk about girls in their group chats, and the way that they you know, in them group chats, and you say that they not drama. I love my homeboys down, but they are some of the messiest human beings I have ever encountered. They are messier than any girls I've ever met. Hearing drama for men be like dang near traumatizing, like y'all just live this every day. Ooh. Like, girl, no. That's one thing I can't stand, when they're like, girls are too much drama. Baby, boys are the drama. Boys are drama with the capital D. Girl, like, for real, like, it's just so irritating. Like, I'm sorry, it just feels like pick me, and it feels very male-centered, and that's one thing that I can't stand is male-centered women, because when you have, I'm sorry, every single friendship I've tried to have with a woman who's male-centered, it never ends well. It never goes past the beginning stage. Like, I can't be friends with women who are male-centered. They would try to be funny around men. Like, it's something so crazy. Like, it's always that one girl that get around men and do something that she would never do before. Like, a nigga come around, all of a sudden she doing cartwheels and backflips in the parking lot. Girl! So, I'm sorry. Whenever I hear girls say, girls are just too much drama. I just only have male friends. Girls are too much drama. You're lying. Them boys are messy. And then, mind you, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm just passionate about this topic, but also, mind you, the girls that swear that they only have homeboys and they love homeboys because they not messy and the girls are the drama, they love their homeboys because they are messy and because they are rude as shit. I remember I posted a TikTok a while ago that went viral, and it said something like, you know, y'all love y'all homeboys because they keep it real with y'all and because they're so real. But if your female friend would have said the same exact thing to you, you would have called her a hater. You would have called her messy. You would have called her, you know, all types of things. You would have said she had animosity against you. And it's so true. Like, I be seeing y'all on TikTok posting y'all homeboy screenshots of y'all messages, and your homeboy is literally dogging you out, talking crazy to you. And you're like, haha, he's so real. He's so real. If your female friend would have said the same exact thing to you the same exact way, you would have called her all types of haters. You would have called her all types of names in the book. You would have went and exposed her online. You would have went and did the most. But because the man did it to you, it's funny and cute and quirky. Y'all are male-centered. Y'all are the problem. I'm sorry. There's no way that you are a girl who cannot coexist and enjoy the presence of other girls on this earth. You are the problem, because every woman is not the same. So if you don't get along with any woman, you're the problem. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. And if that hurts anybody's feelings, get over it. Like, grow up, mature, and go get you some homegirls. I promise you, we are so tea. Having homegirls is so tea. It's something that can never be replaced. Okay, I'm so glad that I did that topic in the beginning, because girl, I was about to go ranting. I'm sorry, that's one topic that I really don't play about. That whole male, like, nah, girl, leave me alone. Okay, this next unpopular opinion kind of goes with the first one, but for this one, and this is coming from somebody who is like a really blunt person and doesn't really care about sugarcoating stuff, but please, 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 you are not real. You are not just keeping it real. You are not just brutally honest. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Coming from somebody, once again, who is like really brutally honest and doesn't care about sugarcoating stuff from somebody, there's still a way that you say things, and there's still a way that you carry things, especially when it comes to people that you care about. If you're talking to like your best friend or something, or somebody that you really deeply care about, and you're just like going in on them, calling them all types of names and doing this, and then like really just insulting them in the situation that they're in, and really just having no consideration or compassion, you're not just keeping it real. You're an asshole. Like, you can be brutally honest and not sugarcoat anything without insulting somebody, without making somebody feel less than, and without just disrespecting somebody. If you're going to be so brutally honest and so real, you also have to be mature, and you also have to be an adult. Like, that's just one thing. Some people really get a kick out of being an asshole, though, and that's what y'all don't understand. Some of these people really think that it's a personality trait. Some people really think that it's like a sock it to you moment. Some people really think that it's cute, but it's really not, and it's also just immature, like really immature. But I see a lot of people like, I can't hold my tongue for anybody, and like, I can't do this. I mean, yeah, we know, because you're childish and you don't care about anybody but yourself. But yeah, knowing, like, being somebody who is brutally honest and doesn't care about sugarcoating nothing for nobody. Like, I tell my best friend stuff, and when I tell them stuff, they come to me about something, I'm telling it to them straightforward, but I'm also watching what I say. I'm also, you know, having a little bit of consideration about who I'm talking to, having a little consideration about like how I'm saying things, not just being insensitive to their situation, not disrespecting them, not making them feel less than for being in the situation that they're in. Like, there's a way to go about stuff, but that's also, once again, if you truly care about those people, because you're not about to go up to your best friend or somebody that you're really, really close to and care about and just dog them out just to get a point across. That's childish. Grow up. You're not real. You're not just brutally honest. You're not just so, like, you know, free. You're an asshole. Now this unpopular opinion, it's just like, it's not really that frequent, at least I don't think to other people, but for me personally, I have dealt with a lot of people that's like, I don't do that drama stuff. Like, no, I don't do drama. I'm not in drama. But she always got a piece of tea to tell you. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like I don't know how I feel about that. You don't do drama, and you don't do the messy stuff, and you're not in drama, but you somehow got everybody else's information to give me. You somehow got everybody else's tea to tell me. You somehow got everybody else's personal info to share with the group chat. You are the drama. You might actually be the drama. You're messy. Like, I don't know. Being messy and, you know, liking drama is not just being in drama and being a part of the plot and being a part of like the situation. Girl, no, you back there collecting people's personal stories from every party and getting in the mix of every party to get secret stuff and, you know, sensitive stuff out of everybody just to share it with your friends. You do like drama. You do like messiness. You do like that stuff, and you might actually be the cause. No shade. I don't know, bro. These be the friends that I don't tell shit to. No shade. These be the people that I don't tell anything to. If you got every single person's information that you call your friend, and you telling me all their business, and you got the tea on every single person that you encounter, and you telling me all their business, I'm not telling you a thing that happened in my life. I'm not telling you nothing that happens in my life, because girl, I know that you're just going to collect that and relay that back to your other group chats and your other friends. Those are the people that you also got to watch out for. It don't be seeming like they have malicious intent, but them messy people be messy, and they be messy at no end. They don't care who it is. As long as they got some tea to share, they gonna go. Those are people you gotta watch out for them, because they also be the quiet people. It also be like the pretty quiet girls. Wait, I might be describing myself. I swear I'm not messy. But it be them quiet people, you know, that really be out the mix but somehow got the scoop on everybody. You're messy. You're messy. And it's okay to be messy, like, but be real with yourself and be real with others. You can be messy, but don't lie about it. Like, girl, I like a little tea here and there, but don't sit here and act like you ain't in drama when you are the drama. Now, this next unpopular opinion, this next hot take, I might be clocking my tea a lot. But the next hot take I have is, girl, you do not want closure. You don't want closure. You just want to see them again. You don't want closure. You just want to hear them again. You don't want closure. You just want to be in the same presence as them again. You don't want closure. You just want them to say what you want them to say so that you can go right back down into that delusional spiral. You do not want closure. You just want to experience them for a bit longer. And I'm not gonna lie, this is coming from somebody who's kind of going through like the same thing now and has been going through it for like a little while. It's the truth. Like, you don't need closure. Your closure was them treating you like shit. Your closure was them showing you why you don't matter. Your closure was the reason that you need closure. Like, your closure was every single thing that they've done to get you to how you're feeling right now. Your closure was them putting you last. Your closure was them ghosting you. Your closure was them doing whatever they did to make you need closure. You do not need closure. You don't. What you need to do is just leave. Just try to forget about them. And I know that's easier said than done. We'll get to that in like another video. Trust me, very, very deeply. But you don't want closure. You don't want closure. You just want to experience them for a little bit longer. And it's a sad truth. It's a sad thing to have to deal with. Trust me, I would know. But it's the truth. You don't need closure. There's no such thing as closure when it comes to somebody already showing you who they were. When somebody shows you who they are the first time, please believe them. Please believe them. No ounce of closure could make you feel better. I promise you it wouldn't. Because at the end of the day, the things are still going to be the same. At the end of the day, it's not closure. Them telling you the reason why they thought that you were worth less than, that's not closure. Just save yourself now. Leave them alone. You don't want closure. You just want to experience them a little longer, and I totally understand. But that's not closure. That's sending you back into a spiral again and again. If you keep on needing closure, nothing's ever going to end. Because I think that's also the very manipulative thing about closure, because you think that, oh, if I get closure, then I won't think about them anymore. Like, I'll be finally satisfied with how things ended and how things went. No, you won't. You're going to go start spiraling again. So please, you don't need closure. You just want to see that man again. And you know, sometimes that's fine. Stop. No, stop. Like, no. Next topic. Okay, so my next topic is hot take. Stop dating your type.
You know how I feel.
I was about to leave that clip just alone and just go to the next topic, but in all actuality, I feel like sometimes you have to stop dating your type. I feel like a lot of times attraction does not mean alignment, and I'll get to this a little probably in my next topic as well, but attraction does not mean alignment. I feel like a lot of y'all keep on dating y'all types and y'all are just dating a pattern of people and things that you're not healed from yet. I feel like you're just dating and messing with a pattern of things that just keep on hurting you. I feel like y'all are just, you know, going into a pattern of just toxic things because you're attracted to this one type of person, this one specific type of person. And I feel like that person that you're attracted to just be a whole pattern of stuff that hurts you, a whole pattern of stuff that you're not healed from. Yeah, attraction does not mean alignment. And by that, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, just, you know, it matters if they're pretty on the inside, not the outside. Girl, no. You have to be attracted to somebody to mess with them. I don't care what you say. Sometimes y'all be taking a dreadhead that got no soul. Sometimes y'all be taking a dreadhead that got no morals. Sometimes y'all got a man that got waves on swim, so they hate on him, but got no heart or consideration in the world. But, you know, he got waves, so it's okay. Girl, bye. Like, you just easy and going. Like, girl, get away from me. I feel like y'all need to stop dating y'all type. Y'all need to just branch open to anybody that makes you feel good. Like, no shade. Let's make sure that they're fine shit and considerate. Amen. Okay, so my next, not unpopular opinion, but something that I just kind of wanted to like say that I feel like a lot of people don't really know or don't really consider when they're interacting with people, like to try and start dating or whatever. Chemistry does not mean compatibility, and I had to learn this the very, very hard way with somebody that I really, really cared about. But chemistry does not mean compatibility at all. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, I'll just use my situation that I was in. You could meet somebody and y'all could vibe so well instantly. Y'all could love the same things. Y'all could have the same humor. Y'all could just be, it could feel like, you know, y'all been knowing each other forever. Like y'all could click just like that. Like y'all enjoy, like, you know, the perfect freaking match in that way. But then you start learning things about them like, oh, he acts this way about a disagreement. I can't do that. Oh, he carries these types of morals. I can't do that. Oh, he thinks that this is okay when I think that that's dead not okay. Oh, I can't do that. Y'all just don't see eye to eye when it comes to those serious things. Y'all don't see eye to eye when it comes to those things that like make or break a relationship. Y'all don't see eye to eye when it comes to like different things about just living, like just living through your life and livelihood and stuff like that. It's stuff like that that's like makes relationships fail. Y'all feel like, because a lot of people, you know, say you got to be friends before you're in a relationship, and that's true. But some people think that, oh, if you were friends and you were good friends, you got along as friends, then you'll be perfect in a relationship. That's not true. You cannot just date people just because y'all click, just because y'all got chemistry, just because y'all, you know, y'all make each other feel good. That's not the only thing. And I learned that the very, very hard way. Like I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
I lied, yes I would. I lied, yes I would. And I meant to put that as literally one of the unpopular opinions for this video. It was in my notes, but I didn't transfer it to my Google Docs. That is literally one of the unpopular opinions that I've been trying to tell people for years. I hate when somebody say, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Y'all aren't hating hard enough for me. I wish that and worst on my worst enemy. Baby, if you're my worst enemy, you had to do some shit. I promise you, my worst enemy get everything in the book. The whole book thrown on them. Yes, I would wish that on my worst enemy. Wouldn't you? If you want to spare them, they're not your worst enemy. And don't hit me with no Bible verses. Get out my face.
Please know chemistry is not compatibility. It is not the same. They are two totally different things. Once again, I'll go into that in another video. We got a long video about the man I just messed with coming up, emotional. But that's one thing I really want to say to people that I feel like nobody thinks about when starting to mess with somebody. And my last unpopular opinion, and this is coming from me to everybody, as somebody who went through this and like experienced this in my life, but baby, you are not a homebody. You are just afraid of getting out of your comfort zone. Like, you're not a homebody. You don't like being cooped up in that house all day all the time. You don't like being shut off from everybody and like scared to live. You're just scared to live a life that exists outside of your comfort zone. That's the truth. And that's coming from somebody who literally lives that way. I am an introvert. I am very antisocial. But you can be an introvert and you can be antisocial outside. A lot of people like me like to disguise being a homebody when really it's just fear disguised in a comfy bed. It's just fear disguised in some cozy socks. It's just fear disguised inside of your comfort zone. That's how I feel, because once again, you can be antisocial. I'm extremely antisocial, extreme introvert, but you can also do that outside. Like that saying, touch grass. Go touch grass. You'll feel better. Go touch grass. It's true. I swear it's true. Like, I be cooped up in this room because I'm like, I don't like talking to people. I don't want to be around anybody. I don't feel like doing that with my energy right now. But you could really go outside and be alone, girl. Now, after I really just found that out, I be going outside to parks by myself. Going to little national parks by myself. Going sitting by rivers and lakes by myself. Going out to eat by myself. Going to the movies by myself. You can exist in society alone. I promise you it's totally okay. I promise you it's possible, and I promise you it's just as fun and healing. Like, going out alone really makes you feel like you can breathe. Sometimes when you're bottled up in your room, you're bottled up with all of your dead energy. You're bottled up with all of your emotions. You're bottled up with all of the emotions and the depression that sits inside these four walls. Like, once again, we'll get more into stuff like that in my spiritual video, but stuff like that matters. Like, you are the energy that you surround yourself by, and if you're surrounding yourself inside of your room full of your depressive dead energy that you've spent weeks and days in, you're gonna feel that way. Once you go outside and just start moving around, like, you don't have to even do anything. Like, you could literally go outside and sit at the park doing nothing, doing just exactly what you do in your room. Nothing. Girl, don't act like you be doing nothing. And you can still exist that way and still be completely comfortable and completely happy. So I just wanted to let people know that, because I know that I really struggle with that. But I promise you, you can be a homebody outside. I know that sounds, you know, crazy. I know it sounds kind of like defeating the purpose, but I promise you, like, you can be reserved into yourself outside, and I promise you it's so healing, it's so productive, and it's very, very, like, it feels good. Touch grass, it feels good, and it makes you just feel better. It makes you have a clear mind. Going outside just like sometimes heals everything. That one little drop of sun on your face, girl, I'll be feeling like am I healed? No, I'm not. So those were the hot takes and the unpopular opinions I had for this video. I will probably make another video like this sometime in the future when I start remembering more and more things, but these are just the ones that I wanted to start with. If y'all have any unpopular opinions of your own or any hot takes of your own, please put them in the comments below. I would love to hear. I would love to hear. If you have anything to add on any of the stuff that I said, put it down below. I want to hear that y'all take. I want to hear y'all takes too. Don't argue with me though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But this is a safe space. What did I say? This is a safe space. But yeah, we will have the part 2 in the next video. These will be spiritual, unpopular opinions and hot takes, you know, if that's your thing. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Have a nice day.